talk and to make it plain that Jesus Christ was, in fact, a Jew. He authenticated his pedigree. He was a thoroughbred, genuine, authentic Jew. Mark came on the scene, and Mark was called the emotional prophet. Mark was the one that dealt with the emotion and the compassion of Jesus. Mark now writes in chapter number 7 how Jesus Christ was dealing with things, but he needed something beyond the normal miracle. We have history to tell us that the miracles that Jesus or God himself had performed in past tense were only vocal miracles. If you go back in Genesis, God said, "Let there be," and there was. God said, "Let there be light," and the light appeared. God said, "Let the waters which were above the firmament divide the waters which were beneath the firmament," and the dry land appeared. God said, "Let the clouds be in position. Let the sun rule by day, and let the moon rule by night." God just simply spoke. But here, Russell, there came a time where these disciples needed a little something different. They wanted Jesus to hand touch. A lot of us have a problem because we don't like to get our hands. I remember coming to church a couple of days ago, and I had took a bath in Clorox, and I put some of that, I don't know what they gave me, and I came in here and I shook somebody's hand. I ain't gonna call no name because they hurt me. And they said, "Ooh, Elder, your hands is so soft. You don't do no work at all. Your hands is just so soft." Not necessarily my hands was that soft, but that little cream. Whatever that was, gave me that little silky smooth feel. So my hands gave the appearance of being unworked. Here, they brought a man to Jesus and said, "Lord, we understand that in the beginning you just spoke. We understand that when the blind man needed to see, you just spoke to one, then another one you spit and touched him. And then it wasn't right, so you touched him again. So, Lord, we need that hand touch. We need you to go beyond the vocal point. We need to feel a hand." Yes. Y'all gonna break it? Some of us in here, Reverend Kendrick, I found that we got a whole lot of people that go to church, but they don't have the testimony of one day God touched. Oh, yeah. That's right. They just kept coming to church and they learned how to be church. They professionalized looking like church, but they don't have the testimony that one day when I was down in the muck and the mire, God came down and condescended from the realms of glory and he touched. If you are in here today, you ought to have a witness talking about it. It did happen. You ought to have a point of reference to say, I once was blind, but now I see. I once was. I went to church that day. Y'all know that song they used to sing. I went to the meeting one night, and my heart was right. But stop that. Since that day now, I've been home. New person. Problem we having today is we got a whole lot of people in church, but ain't nothing about them. Same old nasty habits. Same old nasty personality. Same old crooked disposition. Same old evil heart.